basically what they should have done is gone to Baron, put a pink ward down. If they don't see any wards, take it. If they do see wards, then maybe reevaluate. Do they think that they can hold the three of you off given that they're taking aggro from Baron? And because you ulted already, it's probably worth it. That looks like a misclick of your locket, but that's fine. I mean, don't do that, but... And right now, it seems like your team is doing a lot of silly things alone. I would just type in chat, guys, let's group, we're ahead, let's just close out the game. Just say encouraging things, don't blame, but just, like, tell your team, like, we're doing really good, let's just close out the game, things like that. That exhaust isn't necessary at all, but... That was a good kill on Tazriel. It is good to keep him there. If you had more damage items than that, then it wouldn't have been a good idea to be there. But as was, like, this isn't very much damage at all, so. That ward can go here. You're tanky enough that they're not going to be able to kill you if you walk up to there. I guess Garen got a kiss us for the fiddlesticks here. You need to have a ward on Baron. This is part of the reason that, first of all, Ruby Sightstone is so much better than Sightstone, is that you're allowed to have 3 wards on the map at a time. But also, the other thing is that just the wards from Sightstone isn't enough wards. You want to keep a permanent ward on an entrance from their jungle, on Baron, and in the middle of mid lane that's late in the game. Pretty much those 3 wards are going to be pretty important to have. I wouldn't necessarily be contesting Dragon unless you really want to force a fight. But it looks like this is a fine fight to force, so... I might have just gone for Baron is what I'm saying. You backed up too far at the end. That was a really good flash. But yeah, like, you did a good thing in that fight, which was just staying on top of your carry. Looks like someone misclicked there. Okay, so you see Kha'Zix now. Don't let your carry be isolated. Your carry is isolated right now. Don't let that happen. She might not have died if Kha'Zix hadn't been able to get the isolated bonus. So if Kha'Zix is around, just make sure that none of your teammates are isolated. That trap. Yeah, so you guys just want to get back. You probably could have pressed B anyway because you saw that Jax was heading away. So you had, like, you could have just walked into side bush. The chances that one of these side bushes are warded this late in the game is very small. Yeah, okay, good purchase of the Ruby Sightstone. You should probably be holding on to 1 or 2 pink wards if you can. Yeah, I would have gotten a pink ward there with the extra 190 gold. Just because, like, you guys should be trying to get a fight around Baron at this point.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Or just pushing. Like, I don't think that your team can really dive them right now. That's pretty dangerous. You didn't really know where half of their team was. So, like, it turns out okay. I'm surprised Jax didn't block that. But yeah, okay, so it's turning out really well, but you didn't really know where Jax or Kha'Zix was at that time. And they could have been with Fiddle. Like, honestly, Fiddle is pretty dumb for walking out that far. And he shouldn't have been walking out that far. toward. So he shouldn't have been alone. That was really dangerous of you to go into the bush like that. But now you guys should see Baron and then push for the win. Or you can just push a whole bunch of towers, since your team fight is pretty far ahead of theirs right now. So, like when you're able to win team fights without a problem, you don't actually have to take Baron because you want to be forcing additional objectives. So Baron is something that they're going to try to force over, or you get it for free later. So it's hard for you to take towers against them because they're pretty good at stopping you from doing well if you're diving them with Jax and Fiddlesticks. So and plus Sona, so you can't really dive them. So taking the tower inhib was fine there. You could have done either one. It's probably better to take the inhib. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You might want to get Shirley's instead, just because you're still trying to force fights, but that's a fine purchase. Fiddle's starting to get, Fiddle's pretty scary, so you might want to upgrade to a Bulwark. And Jax has some magic damage too, so you could go for a Bulwark right now, but Jax is probably scarier. Actually, Kha'Zix is probably the most scary. Yeah, try to chaos a little bit less, but it's like that should be the absolute last thing that you work on as a support player. Honestly, is knowing when to not chaos. Basically, every other skill is more important than avoiding chaosing, because your team is still getting the kill. So right now you just want to be telling your team to group. You're not really, like, as 5, you're not really doing anything right now. You want to push something while they have their top inhib down. By the way, you should just time inhibs in chat. It's 5 minutes. It's a good idea. You don't want to fight yet. Nocturne has Kha'Zix, but Akali isn't in near, so you can take this free auto turret. Again, when they have a Kha'Zix, try to not ever let your carry be isolated. I don't necessarily think Nocturne needed to ult defensively there, but that's okay that he did, since he's grouped with you anyway. And Fiddle's caught out, you just go in. That would be a good ult, just now. You could have gotten around like 4 of them. Yeah, okay, that's game. I guess I surrender now, so I'm gonna stop the replay. So yeah, overall, you need to go back to base more often to get items. And I would not get the enchanted boots nearly that early. I actually almost never get enchanted boots on support, unless I really need the home guard. But you guys didn't need the home guard since you were ahead for the majority of that game. And then in lane, just understand about when you can engage and when you can leave to ward. You were not engaging on them a lot of opportunities that you had, and several of the times that you left to go ward, it was pretty dangerous to your carry because she was pretty far up, and they were going to make it hard for her to be able to back out safely. And then the one time they were actually able to kill her. So if she's already significantly far away from them when you're going to ward, that's okay, but you didn't even need that ward at that point in time. Like, yes, you need to have a reward if you want to be able to engage on them, but they had enough creeps that you didn't want to engage on them, like, immediately. So just keep your carry safe. If your carry is dying, then you are 100% failing your job as support. And so warding is to stop your carry from dying later, but if your carry dies while you're warding, that's not good. And I wouldn't have gotten the Elisas. I don't think that those stats are worth it, even though the optimal build will have bought an Elisa sometime before level 16. I don't think that it's worth it to get an Elisas unless you're actually running one of those summoner spells. Just the extra tankiness is so important. And I would have gotten Australia's. I probably would have gotten Egg Australia's that game. But yeah, so I'm going to stop the recording now, and then I will watch the other replay, and I will post videos of both of them.